Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Cauldrons of War, Stalingrad, a new game out by Gaming at Work, developed by Maestro Syntech, and this is a turn-based war game that looks at the Eastern Front from sort of a high command level perspective. You're not even at the army group level, you are at like the supreme commander perspective, and as a result it leads to abstracting a lot of things. I think this is probably not a game for everybody, because I think a lot of sort of war gamers tend to be a little bit more rivet countery, where they want to handhold every division or regiment through certain activities. This is not that kind of a game. This is kind of a game where you give an army group in order to launch an attack, like a blitzkrieg attack leveraging air and ground assets, but all you do is you tell them, launch a blitzkrieg attack, or launch a deep raid into the enemy rear to push them back, or you issue orders for the 1st Panzer Army to shift to a different front or move into the reserve and refit. So it's very much kind of the kind of things that like a senior level commander is probably actually concerned about, less so all the nitty-gritty details of how a unit's going to do those things. But because of that, it's a really interesting approach, and I think it's something worth taking a look at, and I enjoy it anyway. I think it's very well done, with the exception of I think the maps need a bit of work. This game could really pop from a visual perspective if the maps just looked like they had really, bright, vibrant, clear contrast type color schemes, and it really doesn't. A lot of it is all sort of washed out, and that's kind of a shame, because that's the one thing that I feel like kind of is left out, or is a letdown in this particular type of game. This is my first playthrough in the German campaign. This is taken from a live stream from a couple of days ago on my Twitch channel. And in this video, things have kind of begun to get bogged down. We've broken through the Soviet front in the south. We are approaching Stalingrad, but we likely lack the momentum to get to Stalingrad. We have taken Rostov in the south, and we're driving into the Caucasus, but it's already the fall, and so the winter's starting to sort of, ramp up on us. We're starting to lose momentum. Our troops are starting to be exhausted. And this is maybe not the greatest video to showcase a game like this, but it's also the kind of video that shows, like, if you miss your moment, what happens? Do you just keep bashing your head against the wall, or how do you approach that? And so that's where we're picking things up, and we'll see how this turns out. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave your thoughts down below. Catch you guys at the end. Allies additional reinforcements if we would have had more. Let's do this, by the way. 4th Army. Can we send them to Crimea? We can. Can I send? These guys are pinned, so maybe I can't move them, but I'd love to send the 4th Army forward here and cross at Sevastopol. Unit might be too large to allow me to do that, though. Army Group A is driving the south. So Army Group 17, or the 17th Army, is taking heavy losses. Maybe we'll attack with the Mountain Corps next turn and see if we get any better results. Crimea, meanwhile, these guys can do a behind-the-line raid, meanwhile, I guess. They didn't really destroy anything, as far as I can tell. All right, well, we're not making any progress anywhere. We're bogged down. The Soviets are counterattacking. The Fuhrer takes over. Command points of Groups A and the Crimea are won this turn, listens to his generals. We'll let Hitler take over. Generally a good strategy, right? Okay, the Hungarians are holding. Meanwhile, the 4th Panzer Army is under heavy counterattack by the 64th. They suffer heavy casualties, and the unit has to split out of an army into 2 different armored corps. So that's not good. Both of these guys are encircled. Arrange the Kessel. Arrange the Kessel.
All right, these guys are pinned. So we do have the 64th Army surrounded, but our troops are also surrounded. Two-thirds of that tank army are surrounded by what? I don't know. Slick, the game's actually out now. Okay. I really wish I could refit these guys. Like, I'm not making any progress. Okay. No real progress here. I do think shelling has been absolutely vital to our success so far in Army Group Center. I'm a little bit worried I just used up what little supply I had left in that army, though. We're holding against the strong enemy counterattacks in the north. They're not really making any progress anywhere. 27th Army is destroyed. 27th and 54th enemy armies are destroyed. So their offensives up there are not going anywhere. Can I? The time limit's basically the historical Stalingrad campaign, so we're well behind schedule. Oh, fuck. Comfortable winter. Units of groups A, B, and Crimea will not be considered equipped for winter until next year. Prioritize winter supplies. They lose 2 strategic supply points this turn. I mean, the fact is I'm not making progress rapidly enough, so I think I kind of have to. Fuck. All right, so it looks like our corps got out of the encirclement. And, well, I just got him encircled now. All right. Can we take Vornizeth yet? There. We finally took this objective. So Vornizeth is ours. Where's this breakthrough going? Is it to the east behind this enemy front? All right, well, we just destroyed the 6th Reserve Army. I need to pull the 1st Panzer Army out. Get them towards Stalingrad. I didn't make any progress towards Stalingrad this turn. The enemy's crushing reinforcements in. Rushing our cavalry forward into the open Caucasus here, driving to the south. Which means I didn't use any points on these troops over here. Can these troops go forward anywhere? Orvisk, they can go there. So now we have the 4th Army. So we'll put them into the front line next turn, and hopefully we can take that objective. Where are our points here? So we haven't taken anything yet. I guess we technically did get Vornizeth. So that's 1 victory point. And we've probably destroyed a fair number of Soviet units so far. But we're running out of time. 5%, 0, 2% here. Counteroffensive against my armor. We destroyed the 64th Soviet Army. What are these guys? The Guards Army? Great. All right. They're not making any progress here. The 8th Army is surrendered. So we are weakening them in the north. This is a disastrous relief attempt. And they're completely failing to do anything with the Rizhev salient. And you know what? I'll just launch a counteroffensive here with the 9th Army against him, and we'll encircle the 60th Soviet Army. Isolated, so defensive withdrawal, so we'll fall right back to get back into supply, but the enemy 60th is still surrounded. So I have no troops here. So that's the race for Tarek. What did I just send forward there? The 5th Corps? I can't unpin them, though. What are these guys doing? They're facing the 47th Army, a Romanian Cavalry Corps versus the 47th Army. That doesn't seem promising. And the southern approaches to Stalingrad have the 12th Army in their way. All right, so one of the enemy divisions destroyed itself. 6th Army is rested, so we'll go ahead and try and attack again. Destroyed an enemy division there. Let's attack with these mountain troops and see if we have any better odds. So we did destroy the fortified district with them. Everywhere but the offensive, it's going well. Yeah, that might be a problem though, right? All right, so NKVD go to the front. Let's send the 4th Army to the front and try and break these guys. So we inflicted heavy losses on both the 44th and 24th Army. Our own cohesion suffered, however. But maybe we can destroy these enemy armies to our front. It's already September, though. So reinforcements, go to the south. We're holding in the north, right? Yeah. So we're doing fine in the north. Launched a little bit of a counteroffensive there against their troops. We destroyed the 60th Army. Now we just encircled another enemy army, the 8th Tank Corps. And then we'll refit our forces to get them back into top working order. So far we just, by the way, ended the enemy counteroffensive at Rizhev. You can see here the operation ended. So that's over with. Victory there. Souza. I kind of want to pull the 1st Panzer Army back. Oh, they're not making any progress here. So we just ended the enemy counteroffensive on the southwest front. The Hungarians held. Okay. 6th Army just wiped out another enemy division on the drive to Stalingrad, although it's very slow positional warfare at this point. Not making like any progress with this corps. Our mountain division seems to do okay in this particular section, the Romanian mountain division. Meanwhile, Crimea, 4th Army, just destroyed an NKVD unit. Just destroyed the 24th Soviet Army. That just leaves the 44th. Hopefully we can finish them off next turn and take this objective. And then I'm assuming those reinforcements will slide down toward Mayakop. We'll see what October. Rail panic. Annoying logistics. Fucking country. It's now snow. The Panzer Cemetery, my losses are appalling. Are they, though? It doesn't feel like they are. All right, let's move these guys. Oh, they sent reinforcements. So they sent in the 46th Army, 44th Army. Just destroyed the 44th Army. So that's nice. Okay. Pull them back to get some reserves or supplies. Fifth Corps is progressing deep into the heart of the Caucasus. They're on their way toward this other oil objective here. Strong Soviet reinforcements moving toward this section. Can we, like, break these guys out? All right, that's all I wanted to do was break this armored corps out of the encirclement so they didn't get destroyed. They did, and they managed to surround the 1st Guards Army. That's nice. 2 points left for the attack towards Stalingrad, which we're badly under-resourcing. But the 6th Army presses on and destroys the 422nd Division. Our logistics are breaking down for sure, though. Army in the north, the enemy continues their offensive here. Not really making a lot of progress. 4th, 53rd, and 2nd Shock Army. So we'll just switch back over to the defensive there. They're attacking it in the Rezhev salient again. Didn't I already teach you a lesson not to do that? That kind of hurt. Let's dig back in, I guess. Stop the enemy counteroffensive there. 2 enemy tank army and a tank corps facing off here. Good thing I still left that army there. Driving back toward Rizhev, or Vornezov. And we're into late October now, or middle of October. Still no progress on any of their northern offensives. Okay. They brought in the 38th Army, which has been reformed to face the Hungarian formations here. Dig them back in. First Guard Army still surrounded. Can we take the city in the south now? Airlift. All right, so we just destroyed another NKVD unit. Didn't make much progress against the Guards Rifle Corps. God, this one's turned into another little Stalingrad down there. I'm only making 2% progress? So we've only got one actual enemy rifle unit facing us on these oil fields. Late October. Can these guys make some progress, please? All right, they've wiped out a Soviet partisan unit. Pushed another enemy unit out of the front line. Okay, so the 5th Corps completed its progress, and now it's in front of the oil fields in the south at Tarak. There are no enemy troops in front of it. That will probably change next turn, but we're now at 2 enemy oil fields in the Caucasus. Army Group Center is still hanging in there, I think. 9th Army's in a bit of rough shape. Hey, they counterattacked. We lost some tanks, but we did surround the Soviet 31st Army. Give those guys some reinforcements. Stop the enemy offensive at Rizhev again. Army Group North continues to hold. The 4th Soviet Army is surrounded and destroyed. So their offensive at Leningrad has just been an absolute fiasco. Southwest Front, they're not doing anything against those Hungarian troops there. Oh my God, we lost 5 tanks. I exhausted the army and probably pushed them way too hard. We lost more than half our tanks that turn. We did destroy the 399th Division. We pinned the 28th Division, but weren't able to destroy it, and we exhausted the 51st Army. But I'm nowhere near Stalingrad at this moment. Where are our objectives again? So Stalingrad is worth 1 point. Voronezh is worth 1. We already took that. We're close to taking the 2 oil fields in the south here. But yeah, ugh. Not great. All right, so can we take Nervisky yet? Can we free this army up? They keep pouring in more troops. I can't break through. How does it feel being the protagonist in Stahl's book? Not great. Our armies on the Terek and Klamauk Steppe are at the end of an immense logistical chain. Rostov is the last point we can reach by rail. Oh boy. Panzer and mechanized units in the Klamauk Steppes around the edges of Terek gain 4 fatigue points. We can help the partisans. Jump on Grozny. You'll have a very slim chance of capturing these installations intact. Conduct psychological warfare. Help the partisans. So a Soviet cavalry corps is moving in front of us. And my 5th Corps is getting chewed to pieces trying to advance there. So I just wasted all my points there. I just don't feel like I have any realistic chance of taking anything at the moment. Okay, so new plan. We are going to shell the enemy and see if we can break through. But that's going to take a few more turns. Meanwhile, the enemy's making some progress here. It says 10%. These troops look okay. Ooh, they destroyed one of our corps on the Leningrad front. They've got the 2nd Shock Army and 53rd Army facing us. Oh, we didn't even manage to resupply them. Damn it. Meanwhile, they gain air superiority here. I can't counter. The 31st Army is surrounded. The 29th Army is exhausted. Pro Council, thanks for the bits. Can we refit these guys? No. I lost all my remaining tanks. Gotta love it. But we did destroy the 51st Army and pin the 28th. I don't know what all these question mark units are, though. I'm losing! Disaster at El Alamein. That hurts our cohesion. All right, so 4th Army. Supply. Shell. Airlift. Assault. It didn't do anything. God damn it. Our cohesion, it must be what's slowing us down here. And we're making no progress in these mountains. But hey, we were able to wipe out another partisan unit here. Keep attacking, boys. I need you. Hey, the Hungarians continue to do their work. They just wiped out another Soviet army here. The 38th. God, they're the heroes of this campaign. If you focus your points in the middle and the south, you can break through. You really think so? I can't choose where the points go, by the way. Just remember that. Other than like with events. The 9th Army really needs to... Let's do this. Let's supply these guys and entrench them. We're going to put these guys in reserve, and I'm going to try and refit the 9th Army to support our situation in the center there. American landings in North Africa. Cohesion continues to plummet. Where's the Fuhrer? Don't disturb him. Moscow is not our goal. Pff. Hitler's apparently furious because I've got troops attacking north, I'm guessing. Moscow is not our goal. You're against me. Okay, well, I guess you're pinned there anyway, so does it matter? What am I supposed to do with these guys in the south? They can't do anything. Mountain troops don't even seem to do anything. Can we finally take this city? Probably not. God damn it. They're not making any progress. I can't even refit these guys. Maybe if I move them to strategic reserve, I can. Not Siege of Leningrad. We want, what is it? Sloveno. Move this armor there. To the front, lads. To the front. With your armor, destroy the second shock army. All right. My units are hollowed out. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's true. Prelude to disaster. Hold on, boys. The great Soviet winter offensive has begun. Haven't they already been attacking? Like, that's nothing new, boys. The only problem is we don't have any goddamn ammo. Okay. Crimea. Like my complete inability to make any progress here. I mean, I guess they're at 50% strength, so what do I expect? But
all right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead to the end of this particular stream and campaign, mainly because the next 15 minutes or so, which is all that's left, is just me sort of bashing my head against a wall without the forces to accomplish anything. I don't think it's particularly interesting to watch me to attack and fail and attack and fail and attack and fail for the next 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and jump ahead and we'll see how things turned out.
Armies are both exhausted. I'm just kind of waiting for the end of the game. I think this might be the last turn here. I just want to see what happens if we make. So it made progress here. All that did was establish a defensive line here. That's it. Okay. I was hoping maybe they'd like get behind the troops at Orel or something. All right, the new Dawn front. All right. So we're holding there. These troops are, I mean, they're not going to get there, right? I don't really know where they're going, but I don't have enough turns to get them there. Crimea, we refitted the army here. Can we refit them again? Do they get any more troops? No. Great. Well, send at least they're rested. The troops that are left, at least they're rested. God, that army's weak. Major defeat. So we did capture Vornis. The Red Army stays strong. We destroyed 16 armies. It felt like we destroyed a lot, but apparently you need to destroy at least 40. And our forces are bled dry. We lost 18 or 15. The score of units destroyed 15. So yeah, that was a bad first effort, I guess. Things did not go very well there. It's kind of disappointing. We didn't do so great. I mean, the last 40 minutes was me being bogged down, not knowing what to do. You know, we probably should have just given up there once we failed to take any of the objectives. We were way too cautious at the beginning. Maybe avoiding Vornizhev and just driving hard through the Dawn would have been the better strategy. But I think it was weird that the Panzer armies were peeled off to guard our flanks rather than some of the other armies. In any event, it was interesting.
But I'm sure I'll play this again. I know it's a little bit puzzly, but it's also a really interesting approach on war games, and so I like how different this is from a lot of other games I typically play. It may not be the most exciting thing to watch, but I do think it is a really interesting game to play. We'll definitely cover this again in a live stream format. We'll probably also cover at least one more playthrough in a YouTube format, so we'll see how things play out. But definitely leave your thoughts below. I'd like to take a more methodical approach to this and walk through individual steps and orders and see if we can do a better job. But we'll probably wait another week or two or maybe more before we do that on here. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts below. This is Cauldrons of War Stalingrad, published by Gaming at Work and developed by Maestro Cintiq. And I hope you guys enjoyed this series. A little bit of a shorter series, only 3 episodes. It's a pretty quick playthrough. And that's another one of those things that's appealing about the game. But until next time, as always, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.